Good evening guys, it's 5:37 p.m. Today is Thursday and we had a very roller coaster ride because overnight took all our shares, and that is what it happens. So we discussed this in Discord that when overnight moves, and reaches our target which we are supposed to trade it, and if that target is achieved in overnight itself because it was too much down or up move, then really there is nothing left to trade in RTH. So only two options: either you step aside and just take a day off, or you have to sit through the garbage to find your trade, and also which direction to take, that is also questionable. So I'll show you what I mean, in the picture later on in the chart. But now picture is changed. Today we will look for one short at the exhaustion on the way up. See my wording, I didn't say short. I used the word one short at the exhaustion on the way up, unless there is an open drive down, new step down move, then we can go with the flow, like going shorting at the tail end, reactionary shorts only. You can go also long. See, I also keep the door open for the long also today. Otherwise you can see all the different commentary for different day. It's all different. The wording is different depending on the day and context type. I always get this, as usual. I always get the call. No matter what time I do video, I always get that call. So you can go long also while you are waiting for the shorts at exhaustion. So what I'm saying here is, while price, it is also, so what the wording here is, you can go long also while you are waiting for a short at exhaustion, right? So what that means is, I'm expecting price may move higher first because it was in the support. That was actually my target. My target was 14 to 18 area in ES, and it was already reached there before even open. So since it was support, that is what that is why I write these things. You can even go long and let price go higher, find an exhaustion on the way up into our resistances, and then bail out long and short, so that way you can do both. Now here longs have to be timed with other indexes, okay, otherwise they are risky. Down move was too fast since yesterday morning till now, so bounces may happen throughout the day. See, so now you can see the day also, bounces were there, so really there is nothing today, it just did both ways, right? Now dream number 443, 474, right? So now look at this dream number area, 443, 474, right? Now you remember this wording, right? Now let's go here. See this opening high, morning high, it opened where? Here, right? Where did it stop? 443, right here. See, dream number, that was my short. And the shorts we discussed in the pre-market even before, so while we in the morning, while I was giving commentary here around this time, and ES was right around here, right? So this was my key area as a target for shorts. If let's say price would have opened around here somewhere, then this was my target, so but anyway, I waited instead of going long here. See the long, I said you can even go long here into this area, and you can see that, so you can capture this long if you want to, but it has to time with other markets. So NQ was right at this key level, see that? So it's a timing also, you can go long, but I choose to wait for short at exhaustion instead of taking longs, So when price went up, so in the pre-market here, when price was here, we discussed that ES 30 to 43, this area pretty much, so 30 was right here, 30 to 43. NQ I said 410 to 443 short area, okay? So that is what we discussed, that we will look for shorts there, right? So when price was rising, right, we were waiting, Now here also there was a confluence. If you look at it here, we were mid, everything was here, right, 416, but I said you can short at 416 if you want, but I am waiting, ES was at 26 at that time. It was a confluence area also, but I said I'm waiting because I was watching this thing, that hey, price bounce from the support, it may go through it, so I rather go for a higher location. So at least if I short higher, if something is off, at least price will come back down to this point and I can grab this much point. If I short here and due to this good support bounce, it may go through it, then I have nothing to grab, right? Same thing here also. So that's why I waited and I shorted it here, and here, and then price came down, right to here. I bailed out, right? And I was holding half the size. Half size I bailed out here, half I was holding, and I was expecting a down move, strong down move. But it did not happen immediately, because price was like this, doing this. See? So here when ES went down, so what time it was? 9:52, right? So 9:52, ES was right here, while NQ was close to this low. It didn't even reach there. I was waiting that it may reach there, and then go down. I was so confident that it will go down, right? And these things, but this support held it here. See that? And it went up, went down. So I actually withstand this move. Half contract I took it. NQ I only took 25% here. 75% I was holding. So because they were diverging. So if ES goes here, NQ will go more down. So 50% ES I took it. NQ, this was not my key support. So I was actually waiting for this, like little bit lower. So anyway, I took 25%, 50% off, and price went higher again. But then internals were already holding below zero line, so they were good. AD was liquidation kind, everything was good, So I waited. I withstand this thing. Price went against me again, but I was still profitable here. Again it came down. Again it went up. Again it came down. Now it was pissing me off, this thing, and ES was doing this, So then I said, what? It's a choppy day. Even though I'm hoping that price will go, not hoping, but I was like, I would say 50% sure, that price will go at least down below this area one time, and ES will at least go below this and lower. But now I don't have energy, to keep analyzing the price here while it was chopping around. This was a garbage price action anyway. And not only analyzing, but Dow was also reached the support, key support. So ES was into support, Dow was into support, So I didn't want to take a chance, and Dow was bullish since last few days, right? And then suddenly dropped yesterday and little bit dropped today. It is exhausted to the downside. So it was risky combining all this factor, and despite all this down internals, price couldn't slice through it and chopping around. Something is off. So I bailed out right here, everything pretty much. And then I said, what? I don't want to trade anymore. But however, I will put the alert here for ES, and above 41 for ES, above 30 for ES, NQ above 443 or below this. And if it price trades there, ES also put alert here. If price comes there, I will trade. So then alert got triggered here, right? So right here. So I took this short, right here. If you look at it here, only NQ, not ES, because ES was already down. Like these are all good support, so I can't short ES. NQ, yes, I was waiting for 290. So I shorted it here at this pop. So you can see right here, right, with this level, and then it went down into my favor, right? So now by this time I knew that day is garbage. It may go back up and then come down, possible. Because ES was at that time, I think, hitting this damn thing right here. It was hitting this low, right? So it may bounce back to this key area and then come down, but bouncing from here, that means, again days, once it goes through it, I want price to go down, but not like again broken support into resistance and broke down. That idea I didn't want to play. because of NQ, because I have nothing here to short in NQ unless it goes above here, so I bailed out here, at break even plus 2 points or so. I lost 2 points here, but anyway I had enough points from here, so, and that's it. That's where I stopped trading, and then I said, you know what, I will come after lunch, so after lunch, because by this time, I was almost again 60% sure this time that price may go back up and ES may go towards the gap fill, but I was waiting for something. So after lunch when I came back, I saw this like step up, balance, breakout, balance, breakout, balance, breakout, right? So by 1 o'clock, it's like it was rising slowly, and if by 1 o'clock if you see internals, they were also rising, and now I can see momentum to the upside. See, so that was the sign that now it wants to retest this high or go towards this, because sellers had a chance, they blew it apart basically. Multiple failed breakdowns. Okay, every single low that it breaks, it goes up, breaks, goes up, breaks, goes up, right? So somebody was pushing from the bottom, and I knew why, because they were in the good support and exhausted, so based on that idea, I took these longs right here. I waited, and then after 1 o'clock when it went above, right, and then pull back, I went long here, same time, 371 or so, that was my price here, around 18, right? And Dow I took early long, right around when price was, during the lunch time, so also now let me show you, see if my Discord I can pull it out, then I can show you, hold on. So now if you can see it, it's right here, all this trade. So this is NQ's trade. You have to zoom in, open in browser, let's see. See, 955, sorry, 370, right, and 1875, and Dow I was long 110. See, way early, right around lunchtime, while I was eating, because 33,082 was my level, key level, and Dow bounced from it 2 times, so, and my target was this, but I eventually built out around 300 or so, so, but anyway, so that's it pretty much, so this long I built out here, I built out here, and Dow also I built out all together, even though I knew it may go there, but I didn't want to take a chance, and then here if you are holding it, this is your target, and this is towards the gap fill, this is your target, right? Now there was a short setup also here, but which you don't want to take it now, right, because now buyers are in control, right? So, and that be all for today. Now today this was expected, this you can see in the notes also, right? Bounces may happen because of this valid support. These are very good support, all the way up to this, actually all the way up to this 73. ES has a good support. It literally has to go through all of them, to bring sellers back, good sellers. Otherwise, this is good support, this is good support, good support, and good support. NQ all the way up to 250, even below, up to 100, it has a good support. That is what price sellers have to do now, crack through it if they want to proceed further with the further sell-off. Otherwise, and also retest is required for this area, this pretty much. So tomorrow you may see, or overnight, again price going here, come back down, it will be messy, and that be all for today.